Hello and welcome to the Billowing Hilltop podcast. Hello readers, I hope you're keeping safe wherever you are in the world. I don't have any news or information. It's always helpful if you rate or review us on your podcast app of choice, throw us some stars. And it's helpful if you spread the word. Get new readers to join us because it's basically a cult. Otherwise, that's it. I think we should push on with episode 228 of the Billowing Hilltop podcast. Scientist meets the Space Invaders. Right. Good evening, everybody. Good evening.
Evening.
Good evening.
I am here with the usual crowd, a fully operational Paul, flashing and burbling
Makes
his
a
little
change.
tank of fluids.
Got my Christmas lights on, looking forward to Christmas. As it's
Olaf Hot
Monday
Person,
the 16th of December.
Only where you
the
are.
hot hologram, Graham, my favourite player, Dan,
Yeah.
Leonine,
Freshly shaved.
freshly shaved, again, cats
Again.
on Instagram.
Well, it's a
Easing
look,
himself into his specially adapted high chair, we have the corpulent form of Johnny.
That's me.
And we also have with us the world's foremost expert on spider science, Dr. Eusebio Spider Lucas. Spider Myth.
No, not a myth this week.
Yeah.
I found that there's a
So unpredictable, isn't he, as an expert?
spider fact.
Spider
Well,
fact.
another journal reference. Spider webs capture environmental DNA from terrestrial vertebrates. So there's this
Life.
group in Australia that discovered that if they, basically they can use spider webs to ascertain what kind of terrestrial creatures are hanging around in a particular area, which is often very, very difficult for biologists, apparently. So
It's very
they can
difficult,
just basically
apparently.
Can't they just
take a
ask?
spider web, do a DNA test on it, and then they can get an idea of how many creatures in the area are. Sounded quite
Yeah, no,
interesting.
it's quite interesting, actually. Yes.
Quite doing a lot of work in that sentence, Lucas.
Quite interesting.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's move on because that was not your finest work.
Oh, I thought it was quite interesting.
Harsh.
Anyway,
Yeah, quite. Yeah,
Harsh,
quite. Yeah,
harsh.
quite.
Very
I don't want
harsh.
to put you off, but, you know,
Yeah.
I thought
Harsh
the
but true.
catapulty web thing last week was more interesting.
I wonder why that was, Mike.
Oh, yeah, because I gave it to you. But but it was genuinely interesting. It was interesting enough for me to send it to you. Yeah. Okay.
Even if you do say so yourself.
Where we left things, Burple was attempting to teleport you all out of this gorge of doom,
Gorge of
fleeing
doom.
Navesh, the Ulgastuster floaty, teleporty, wiggly person of horror. And it's fine.
Yeah,
You
that's
can
good.
teleport
Good.
back to the spot where you met Zulshin. Yeah. Hi.
She's not there, though.
And
Hopefully she's not around.
we've actually had an email from W. Do you remember W?
Oh, yeah.
If we can
Hello,
extract the
and the
email
beer.
from Paul's. Somebody put the gloves on.
Oh, God, no.
Not me.
Johnny,
Do we
you
have
the
to?
others.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, yes,
Doing
Johnny,
that
it's your
again.
turn.
My
Come on.
turn. All right.
That's it. That's
Oh,
it.
God,
Gently,
bloody hell.
gently does it. Try not to.
Ah,
Try and avoid
Here
the
you
big vein.
How do you get
Yeah.
the slime off?
Don't-
You never do.
Never,
With
you never,
difficulty,
you
you
never
don't.
get the slime off,
Okay.
Johnny. They just smear it out there on the console.
Ew.
Subject line, like, wow, let's squat down, guys, and read this. And I thought, okay, was been listening. Sometimes life gets bleak, very bleak, writes W. But with the support and just plain surrealist nature of the Billowers, I have been kept relatively sane. I think relatively.
Doing
Again,
a
it's
lot of work.
in that. Yeah. Yes, we know the Billowers can use the Grant Beer cantrip, but now they can cast Plane Shift Legacy version, as I have been shifted from a dark realm. Thank you so much. Please don't stop podcasting. W. Thank you. W. Yes, Mike, you're
that's
way
very
too kind
nice.
to the party. You let them get away with way too much. If this happens, take away or dice.
What?
Oi.
That's
Good
just
eye.
a terrible
Oi.
idea.
Oi,
What is... I've gone off.
I think
work.
we should
Stop
stop
or
reading
dice
these.
in the middle of a combat if it runs over sessions, not the character in brackets. The prone stand-up should return 50% move as it is not that harsh. And then there's an asterisk that says, I suggest trying RAD MD rules as DM dictates rather than, I see, rules as DM rather than rules as written or rules as intended. I can't.
Yeah.
I haven't got opinions. PPS TPK could also mean total party kill. I thought that's the only thing that it meant.
What else could it
PPPS,
mean?
love the propeller-headed Roadrunner image. Yes, well, that's a callback.
Mhm.
PPPPS, please stop the, like, guys, let's share a refreshing thought shout. You know, brainstorm sounds so unpositive. It does my head in. PPPPPS, why haven't you sent any Clun? Cousin Clun, Why haven't you sent any Clun Brewery delivery details? A DPS, UPS, etc. drop-off brackets, e.g. in shop, so I would not create the paranoia of a stalking and you get the delicious ales. PPPPPPS. I hoped you liked the PSs. Well,
We did.
frankly, was odd. And on we go. You appear in the area that you met Zulshin. Like, hey, yeah, okay. It's
She's
like
not
my
there,
space
though, is
that
she?
You've arrived in. She's not
Hopefully
there.
not.
Good.
We're all
Thank
delighted
God
that
for
she's
that.
not there.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank God for that. What do you want to do?
Shake
What do we wanna
Uncle
do?
Buggy.
Let's get the big map.
Okay.
Let's put you on the big map. Each of those squares is half a mile. So, by that reckoning, you've teleported about 4 or 5 miles away. You're standing at the base of a pinnacle of rock that's got a mesa flat top with a building on it that Zulshin told you was the residence, the lair of like a guy that's like really into me that I'm just like really difficult to deal with, and I'd love it if you ended him. He's like a lich.
Yeah,
Remember
that was
all
like
of
a side quest.
In return, she offered to fix or examine the orrery, which she claims to have made.
Yeah.
She also sort of hinted that she had other things that she might be able to offer you as compensation for carrying out that task. Anyway, she's not there. You're at the base of this pinnacle. What do you want to do?
So tell us what happened, Buggy.
Yeah, what happened was I went ethereal and I headed into a circular cavern, which was north of where you went.
Yeah.
And it was empty apart from 7 chests in a circle. And I just started loading them as fast as my little legs could carry me into the portable hole.
7
And
chests.
I know everybody was getting annoyed about me going ethereal and going in the broom cupboard, so I drank my potion of speed to speed it up by 1 round. And I would have got to you, but then the thing headed up towards me after being turned away from the prismatic wall or whatever. I got swallowed, managed to extract myself, and then started running down towards you.
Did you get
And then
wormed
the
at
rest
any
you know.
stage?
No, it hasn't got any worms inside it. I guess you just don't want to hang around too long in the mouth.
That's what she said.
So I haven't looked in any of the chests. I just basically bundled them into the portable hole. So I opened the portable hole, take the chests out. And presumably it's got all the magic in.
Right.
Or you've stolen 7 empty chests.
Or 7 booby traps.
This is set up for a game of Dungeon Bowl.
Yeah. Open the first one.
Which is what this week's session is going to be all about. Let's start opening chests, see what happens.
Dungeon Bowl is such a good game.
We should 100% play some Dungeon Bowl.
Yeah.
That's what we should do. We could set up a Roll20 Dungeon Bowl game. Couldn't be easier. But
Who's
it could
got
be
the
easier.
rules?
I've got the rules.
We played it 2 years
I
ago.
think I should play the
I've
old rules though. I don't like the new rules.
I've got the book.
I've got the book somewhere. What am I saying? I've built a Roll20
Didn't we?
Dungeon
Yeah.
Bowl board. Done it already. Sorry, readers. You just thought we just lost our minds. But we're talking about this game that we used to play a lot of. It's like it's Blood Bowl, but in a dungeon. Anyway, let's go back to the chests.
Yeah. Okay. So should we start opening them?
Tonight's beer, by the way. Sorry, me trying to hurry you along. Paul, this is an interesting one. No beer last week. Tonight, I've got a special beer that I was bought for my birthday.
Oh,
It's Echt Gellenfeller Rauchbier from the Brauerei Heller Bamberg.
mm-hmm.
Oh,
It's got very gothic writing, and I think it is a smoked wheat beer.
Crikey. Oh, is it any nice?
Sorry, how is that spelt?
Which word?
The first word. Eich what?
Aecht.
Oh, Echt.
Echt? Oh, wow, that changes everything.
Yeah,
And it
it's
might
not so
be
nice anymore.
Schlenfeller or Gellenfeller.
Echt.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's in a bottle. I've got a bottle opener. Here we go. Some live beer tasting.
I am drinking
Here we go. Oh my God.
and
Man, it smells amazing.
Okay. Shall we open a chest?
Yes.
yes.
Wow.
Nice.
Yummy.
Excellent. I'm drinking Beavertown Satellite Super Session IPA. 2.8%. Refreshing.
That's a super
Oh, it's
session.
very good satellite.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
refreshing.
super session.
I agree. Super
It's
sessions.
better than the normal sessions, is it?
Super Session.
Yes.
Yeah, much better.
I'm having a super
That's
session.
what it'll be like after the magic.
Well,
It's going to be an okay session after magic.
I think we've got the wrong chests, but
I
Let's
think
see.
Mike is inside hooting with laughter. The idea of
Mike is inside hooting.
What is in a chest?
right
Well,
first chest.
first chest. I'm going to assume you open the chests in the order that they're described in the...
Yes, that's what we do.
Yeah.
Yes.
12,400 gold pieces, 1,500 platinum pieces, dozens of bags of gemstones, worth a total of 18,500 gold pieces.
Whoa.
Second chest, a collection of rings, necklaces, and other items of jewellery worth a total of 21,000 gold pieces.
Anything magical in that chest?
Nope. In chest number 3, there is a suit of full plate. Are we going to assume that you hang out with this stuff and...
I'm detecting magic.
Okay.
Yeah. Or I can.
It's called Echt Schlenkerler Rauchbier. So it's basically smoked beer.
Yes.
The Schlenkerler is basically a brewery house in Bamberg. It's been around since 1387.
I think I've been to Bamberg. Isn't that in...
It's north of
Bavaria?
It's actually in Franken, but
Oh,
it's north of Nuremberg.
It used to host
know that,
University Challenge.
You're gonna split hairs,
aren't we? Split
Yeah,
lead
but
nails.
people in Bamberg would like you to split hairs.
Okay, there is a set of legendary +2 full plate armour that requires attunement.
Why is it legendary?
Once per day,
Oh.
the wearer can attempt to control undead as per the Oathbreaker channel divinity power of a paladin, which is in... Well, look it up under paladin.
Okay.
That must be for Paul then.
There is a save DC based... charisma is the ability for setting the save DC. Chest number 4. There is a sword of life stealing.
Ooh.
Stormbringer.
What's the plus?
I don't know, whatever the sword of life stealing plus is.
Okay.
It's in the book.
Okay.
Chest number 5. There is a rod of resurrection, lovingly fashioned from the finest willow, capped in shining copper.
Mm-hmm.
In chest number 6, there is a ring of the ram. Anything about a ring of the
I
ram?
do.
But
You
if
knock people over.
it deals necrotic damage, so it's like a necrotic ram. And then in the 7th chest, when you open it, the failures all feel a wash of attraction as the compulsion to make a mountain of mashed potato is, as it were, realised. Not literally. There is a leather belt pouch that Scaly, Burple, and Buggy all immediately covet. If you detect magic on it, it's nothing that you've come across before. It's something like a kind of an ever-full purse. You think that placing regular gold pieces within it, they may multiply.
Okay.
But, crucially, there is also the sense of a spirit. You think it's a part, maybe, based upon your thoughts around the compulsion that you're under, of the soul of Rabba Dabba Das.
Okay. Is this the big magic horde, Mike? The one that's...
Yeah, it
No,
doesn't
God,
seem
no.
that.
No, I was
God,
going to say,
no.
it's a bit shit.
No, this is just the first thing that you come across.
I was going to say, because it's a bit shit.
A bit rubbish, yeah.
Right,
The
well,
sword of
no.
life stealing is any sword, right? So what kind of sword?
I'm going to say it's a
Great sword.
Short sword.
The short sword.
Toothpick.
Is it got a plus?
Let's say it's +2 if it's not specified.
It's not specified. It does an extra 10 points of damage. It's really shit.
That is shit. That
It must have a critical ability, I guess.
No.
What happens on a critical? Nothing.
Nothing.
How does it steal
Nothing,
your
that's it.
life?
It doesn't. Sword of Life
Oh,
stealing.
that's-
When you attack a creature with this magic weapon and roll a 20 on the attack roll, that target takes an extra 10 necrotic damage if it isn't a construct or an undead. You also gain 10 temporary hit points.
Oh, come on. That's so shit.
That's bollocks.
Oh, I want that.
It's supposed to be like Elric's Stormbringer.
No, that's a 9 life stealer. That's
Oh.
different.
Yeah, but they've taken all that kind of grossiness.
I think it sounds like a very worthy use of an attunement.
9 life stealer. You gain a +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with this magic weapon. The sword has 1d8 +1 charges. If you score a critical hit against a creature that has fewer than 100 hit points, it must succeed on a DC 15 Constitution saving throw or be slain instantly as a sword tears its life from its body.
More like it. So we haven't got one.
Yeah, we haven't got one. The Ring of the Ram. The ring has 3 charges and it gains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. While wearing the ring, you can use an action to expend 1 to 3 of its charges to attack one creature you can see within 60 feet of you. The ring produces a spectral ram's head and makes its attack roll with a +7 bonus. On a hit, For each charge you spend, the target takes 2d10 force damage and is pushed 5 feet away from you.
It's quite.
Do you have to attune to it?
Yes.
Oh,
Just rubbish.
Everything's going to
Rubbish.
require attunement.
Yeah. Alternatively, you can expend 1 to 3 of the ring's charges as an action to try to break an object you can see within 60 feet of you that isn't being worn or carried.
It's 4th level
I'll
stuff.
tell you what, shall I go and put the chest back?
Now, let's see what else is in the chest.
Yeah,
Let's play last week's session in reverse. Let's do that.
Yeah. It must be the wrong chests.
It's just rubbish.
You've got resurrection,
look
mate.
at the Ogre stars
Yeah.
and go,
I've already got
sorry about that.
resurrection.
We'll just leave these here. We'll be on our way again.
What's wrong with my treasure?
So maybe I should
You know
take
it's
the rod.
shit, don't you?
It's so pants.
Oh, what's
You've
wrong
been
with
guarding a whole bunch of shit all these years.
He hasn't got any arms. He can't open the chest. He's got
Rod
no
of
idea what's
Resurrection
inside.
requires attunement by a cleric, druid, or paladin.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Scaly,
go
do you
back.
want a rod of
your
resurrection?
Your life's just been a
Yeah,
whole sham
go on
all
then.
this time.
There was a discussion last week about whether or not he would pursue his treasure to the ends of the earth. I think we've...
Established you can't be asked.
So there's 7 chests.
Yeah.
yes.
5 have items in.
2 have
4 have.
2 have
Yeah.
um
2 have money in. Yeah.
I mean, it's lots of money.
5 have items in.
Does anyone want +2 plate mail that can control undead?
That you have to attune to.
You have to attune all of these.
This beer, by the way, is
Plate mail.
magnificent.
Don't think I can use it.
It's going to last me all
Is it
evening.
dark beer?
It's like I would say it's an amber.
So, Graham, you think you can't use it?
I'm not sure I can. If I can,
Amber from Bamber. Sounds good.
otherwise I
It's
would
cheering me up.
probably use it.
Enormously.
I can use that. I can use the Rod of Resurrection, the Ring of the Ram.
And not the sword. I mean, it's like...
Well, I mean, I can wander around carrying the sword, but it's not particularly...
yeah, it's not interesting, is it? That's just really
Do you
disappointing.
have to attune to that weird pouch thing?
Don't
Maybe it's the
think
only
you
one
have
you
to.
have to.
Well, you don't know. You've not encountered anything like it before. It's like a utility thing. If somebody spends a short rest in its presence and Burple casts Detect Magic, stitching those two together, you think if you put a gold piece in it, then overnight that will multiply into more gold pieces. In other words, it's a sort of inflationary source beyond imagination.
Fool's gold.
But there's something else going on with it. You sense that it also has captured part of the soul of Rabadabadas.
Yeah, you can
And
probably...
that is why the failures all feel like it's something that they would very much like to possess.
I mean, I think we need to have it
I'm
anyway,
wondering
don't
whether
we?
this needs to be taken back to
The other part of
taken back
Rabadabadas.
to Marcus Doombringer.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want anything apart from perhaps that pouch.
Except,
I mean, should we just
except the
Ditto.
cash
pouch.
it all in and get the money instead?
Except the pouch has this partial spirit.
Paul, are you not
Well-
interested in that armour?
When we can.
+2 full plate. What's it do to your armour class?
Oh, squishy one.
Yes.
Yeah, a squishy one.
Yeah, I'm just going to have a look at... you carry
Actually, I
on.
wouldn't mind the Rod of Resurrection.
You carry on. I'll just...
I can use it. I'm a cleric.
Full plate's got a higher base, and then you add the 2. What are you wearing at the moment, Scaly?
at the moment...
What are you wearing?
+2 breastplate, which Burple gave me.
Okay, well then that's a simple...
I thought you
Calculation.
I thought you were
You
wearing...
lent me +2 breastplate.
Did I? No. It's going to be much better.
I've got it here written down, on loan from Burple.
Yeah.
You see, when it's on loan from Burple, it gets written down. When it's on loan from Buggy, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Are you sure it's
something to
+2? What am I wearing then?
You're wearing a +3 breastplate.
I
I've
don't
got
mind
a
the Rod of
I've got a
Resurrection.
+3 mithril. Yeah, you've got +2.
Yeah.
It's going to be quite a lot better, I think.
Let's look up equipment. Okay, so breastplate is 14 plus the dex modifier. What's your dex modifier, Scaly?
3.
Okay, you only take 2 of that. So that's 16, and then it's a +2 breastplate, which means your armor class is 18, and then you may have something from your paladinness.
Full plate is 18, so it's going to be 20. You don't get a dex
But
modifier.
there's no dex bonus.
So it's 2 better on my
2
class
better.
wise.
And max move is probably 25, isn't it?
I don't think it affects your
Strength
move.
15. You're disadvantaged on stealth.
I am already.
Yeah, right. So your armor class would increase by 2.
At the cost of an attunement slot.
I've
At the cost
actually
of an
got a
attunement
spare attunement slot. I'll take it and have a look at it.
Okay, well, it looks like a suit of armor.
I'll take it and just see if it...
I'm not sure, Mike. I can't find
Aren't you?
Oathbreaker.
It's a paladin class variant. As an action, you target one undead creature you can see within 30 feet. The target must make a wisdom saving throw. The DC will be based off your charisma. Whoever it's wearing the armor. Isn't that geared off your charisma anyway, Scaly?
Yes, because I'm a paladin.
Right. So the save DC will be your standard save DC. So you can target one undead creature you can see within 30 feet of you. Target must make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the target must obey your commands for the next 24 hours, or until you use this channel divinity option again. An undead whose challenge rating is equal to or greater than your paladin level, which is going to be pretty unlikely, is immune to this effect.
So maybe a lich might be immune, but other undead, you're just going to be able to essentially control them. I think that sounds pretty good, Paul.
I do, yeah.
+2
I
on your
remember
arm
looking
class,
at this.
plus you'll be able to do that, and you have a spare attunement slot.
All right, I will take it. If that's all right with everybody.
I will take it.
Fine with me.
So it's once per day you could use that.
Yeah.
But it's not a use of your channel divinity. It's a freebie. Yeah. Well, that's easy. Wow. No dice rolls required.
Fucking hell.
Scaly grabs the armor. What have we got left? We've got the Ring of the Ram.
Anyone
Does
want
that
it?
ever require attunement?
No.
It requires attunement, yes.
Should we just put it in the pool and divvy it up as soon as we get to a place where we can sell it?
I think that's just thinking about the mechanics of attunement.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you get to shop, and so you kind of optimize your magic,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
finding stuff is, you're going to go, meh.
Yeah. It's
These
just
are all really
material
good
value.
things, but you're going, nah, do I want any of them?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they're not better than what you already have.
Yeah.
It
takes some of the fun out of it.
It does.
I know it's about balance, but it's...
No, 100% agree. I mean, I think it's a very elegant mechanic to de-Christmas tree characters. Problem is, it's really good fun to collect magic items and have loads of them.
Yeah.
It's part of why you do what you do. I think especially with milestone experience.
Yeah.
It's like, you're doing this for the good of the hinterlands, to save the world. But were you to peer into your secret inner motivations, you're also doing it to grab stuff.
Yeah, and kill bad guys.
You could fix it by saying you can have only one piece of armor, one weapon, one.
You could fix it in all kinds of ways.
Well, that's
it's
what
the way they've
attunement
chosen.
does,
They've chosen.
No,
Yeah,
it's-
exactly. They've chosen to do it this way. I personally think you lose something, but
But this is the purpose of playing all the way up the levels. You reach a
Yes.
point at which you think, aha, this is where it falls down.
Yeah.
Well, we introduced another attunement slot option.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
indeed.
And even then-
without that, it would have gone down much
Yeah.
earlier.
Right. And we've gone past that. There's no unless somebody gives me something absolutely extraordinary as a magical item, I'm not going to drop anything that I've got because I've already optimized through all the choices for 17, 18
Well,
levels.
to a certain extent, because it's a monetary value thing, right? We've optimized to the level of
Money that we have.
money that we had, right, or have. And a lot of the items that we would want to buy next cost more money. So effectively what we're doing is we're amassing wealth. I would guess that the next time we go to somewhere where we can buy and we divvy up the money and we've all got another 10,
Well, we weren't allowed to choose some
15
things either.
grand.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's the other point.
No,
which
because
is
of
that
their rarity, because of the time.
Yeah.
you've got to have some kind of
Well, also
gearing
because it doesn't
or-
have doesn't really have a system for buying stuff. That's the thing.
No.
You're not really supposed to, I guess.
I mean, by the way, this is quite extraordinary. If you think about what's happened to you in the 6 or 7 weeks that you've been adventuring.
Yeah.
Yes. You've gone from
You started
nobody's.
as doing nothing. Sessions grubbily try to win at cards in the Dragon Chess House. Burple earning coppers by playing to hostile crowds
Out of
like
his
Phoebe
bin.
Buffet. Yeah, out of his bin. And now you sort of plunged into this world of cost-benefit analysis of complex, legendary magical items. Anyway, so you're binning all of this stuff?
Well, I wouldn't mind the Rod of Resurrection
You can't use it.
sessions.
Oh, you're a cleric. Yeah, you're a
I'm a
cleric.
cleric.
I wouldn't mind lugging that around. I mean, then I don't have to cast Resurrection from my spell repertoire. Does it require attunement?
It does,
Yes.
but you don't have to attune it. I mean,
No.
you only attune to it when someone's popped off.
Yeah, you're not going to use it
Well,
in
why
the...
don't you two roll off?
And there's the pouch as
Which of
well. I
you-
wouldn't mind that.
Well, no, hold up.
Well,
Yeah.
that's three
The
of you have got to roll
Failures,
off.
the failures
okay.
all want the pouch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want the pouch.
His session's a failure.
No, I'm a success, so I'll just wander over and pick up the Rod of Seven.
Hang on.
Not the Rod of 7 parts.
That's
Rod
work
of
like
7 parts. Suddenly
Not so
Graham's
fast.
changed it into a
Nice
Rod
try,
of
Graham.
7 parts.
You did that recently with another item, and then you got away with it. Nobody questioned it.
No, Dan's got it.
There was
What?
some other thing. I can't remember
That
what it
was
was.
the
There we go.
mythical-
Graham just threw out, no, Dan's got it. As his defense.
What have I got?
That's like Air Force One throwing chaff into the air to deflect a missile. No, Dan's got it. Yeah, nobody knows what you're talking
Was it
about.
like a magical
Now
plus 2 ring of
everybody's-
protection or
everybody's
something?
looking around, thinking,
It was the mithril
Dan's got
plate,
what?
which I believe Dan is wearing.
Yeah, I'm wearing the
Yeah,
plus
you see,
2
I didn't get
mithril
that.
plate. It's not plate, it's a breastplate, but the
breastplate,
mithril
yeah.
bit is pointless, by the
Yeah,
way.
well,
I don't think we
I
really
think
rolled
the
for
mithril
that,
bit
though,
does
did we?
nothing. Apart from I can wear it under normal clothing, which is really useful when you're in, the
I think we did roll
Fisher.
for it.
Oh, this beer has gone weird, Lucas.
Oh dear.
Is this your fault?
dear.
Right, well, shall we roll for the
Is this your fault?
pouch to start off with?
Oh,
Oh,
Lucas.
it's Lucas, for God's sake.
Useless.
Shall we roll for the pouch?
Yes, let's roll for
I
the
think
pouch.
the pouch is a party item
I think it's
because it
For
contains
a
something that's
person.
fairly integral to the
I
story.
think the pouch needs to be analysed by Marcus Dubringer.
No, I think we want I
But
want
we
the
want
pouch.
it, don't we?
We want to
You
roll
guys
for
want
the
it?
pouch.
While they're
You
fighting
want
over it,
it.
I'll just pick up the rod.
No, hang on,
want it?
Graham. I might not win the pouch, which means I want the rod.
Right, rolling for the pouch. Okay. Yep.
While they're-
Rolling for the pouch.
are we
A
a
D100.
percentile?
Yeah. Getting something
Okay.
crap. 28. Yep. There we go.
28 from Burple for the pouch.
38 for
38 for the bug. Scaly.
Yeah.
You want the pouch, Scaly. 74.
What
Can I roll
He's
for the
already got
pouch?
armour. He's already got
Yeah,
bloody
well-
armour.
put the armor back.
But I want the pouch. This is the whole magic of the pouch is that I want it. I can't help that I want it.
I didn't really want it.
I will take it, but I think it's a party item anyway.
You take it, do you?
Yeah.
Well, Scaly, when you take
Exactly.
it, something
Of
happens.
course.
You feel a portion of the
Anybody else want it?
soul. Too late now.
Too late now.
You feel a
Too late
portion
now.
of the soul of a Rabadabadas. What do you think is Rabadabadas?
Of the rubber dubber dob.
Oh, you know him.
No.
You do now.
You feel like you've been infused with, well, certainly one facet of a personality. Might be Rabadabadas, might be somebody else. It's a scholarly facet of a personality. You now permanently have advantage on all intelligence and wisdom ability checks.
Scaly's quite used to kind of adopting other personalities.
I found the
also-
chest and look at it. I haven't got anything.
Also, you know that there are two other facets or fragments of this soul,
Yeah.
and you know where they are.
Excellent.
One of
Hey.
them is at the top of the spire.
Broom cupboard?
You wanna tell the world.
Do I? In which case I want
Yes.
to tell the world.
You feel like this is your facet. This is your bit.
This is my
That
moment.
you'll need the help of others in order to acquire the other.
So we're collecting, basically, collect the parts
correct.
of Rabadabadas. This is like the first edition. Build a Rabadabados,
Maybe
first edition,
The rod of
99p.
3 parts.
Build a Rabadabados.
Build a Rabadabadas of the Rabadabadob.
Yeah.
This is the first
Build a Rabadabadas. You know where the other two fragments are. One of them is atop the spire at which you are at the very base of.
yes.
The other is somewhere to your southeast, on the other side of the rearing cliff face that sits about a mile to your southeast, in the direction of the Chili Lake, in the sense that that lake is A, freezing, and B, shaped like a chili pepper.
Yes, it is.
Ah, lovely.
Okay.
Can we roll for the rod?
So there is value in going.
Sorry, was that advantage
The
on
side
wisdom and
quest.
intelligence checks or +2? I can't remember, sorry.
Advantage on all intelligence and wisdom ability
Quite
checks.
good.
There's 3 of them, so somebody will get strength and dexterity.
It's easy for you
No,
to
it's
say.
not. One, somebody who's going to get constitution and charisma. There you go.
Sessions, do you want to roll for the rod?
Of course.
Okay, I'm going to roll.
Sure. We've got 4 things left,
77.
Strong number.
and 4 people haven't got anything.
Yeah.
If we roll all the money up into one thing, 4 things left.
Oh, how much money is there?
About 65,000 GP.
65,000. If that's one item,
If we make it
Graham,
one
are you
item.
rolling for the rod?
I'll roll for the rod, but I quite fancy the 65,000 GP.
Yeah, it's like
Why don't we roll for
Divided
choice?
amongst us all.
Do you want to gamble or do you want to take the money?
Surely the money we always divvy up between all of us anyway.
Yeah, that means that someone doesn't get anything.
Well, why don't we just make an extra
We
portion?
four
and
can't
then-
have two things.
Yeah.
Well, the leather pouch isn't. Yeah, well, he's had it now, hasn't he?
Well,
Who's going to get the plate?
somebody want the plate?
Hold on. So
Well,
everybody
the plate
gets,
can be sold.
Plate can be
I thought
sold.
Paul
All
was
right.
getting the plate.
Paul-
Well, no, I think it'd be worth him having it +2.
If I win it, he can borrow it.
Until we get a chance to sell it.
Let's roll for choice.
Okay, roll for choice.
Right.
I'm so
I
far.
just rolled for the rod.
Yeah, but we're now rolling for choice.
Chaos.
Well, if I'd rolled a 0-1, we wouldn't be doing that.
No, you'd be
It's too
keeping
late.
your roll.
We're
You'd be
rolling for the
advocating
rod.
That's
rolling
what do you mean
again.
it's too late.
Stated, let's roll for the rod, and I rolled the dice.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, let's roll for the. I'm going to state something else. The only person rolling for the magic. Here I go.
Is me.
Okay, I've won it all. Yeah, there we go. Just because I stated it. Just because you state it, Johnny, doesn't make it true or valid.
No, but
But you.
it
but
was
you
just
want
me
it
and
to
Graham
be-
rolling for the rod. I rolled 77, and then suddenly we're not rolling for the rod anymore.
You felt really
No.
lucky rolling 77, didn't you? You felt in with it.
He did. He felt a good chance of winning that.
That's the thing.
Yes.
And if you'd
Yeah.
rolled 0-1,
Yes, then we wouldn't be having this discussion.
Exactly. So let's roll for choice.
I like the honesty.
Not roll for choice.
I tell you what,
Paul's already got the pouch.
I tell
We've
you what,
already
Johnny.
rolled for the pouch.
Johnny, why don't you keep your 77 in whatever form the roll comes?
Are you putting the pouch back then?
Nope.
Can't get halfway through
I've already got-
distributing the
I've-
magic and then
I've already
suddenly
got-
decide we're rolling for choice.
I've already got the benefit of this. It's just kind of.
Yeah. So therefore, you don't roll
I'm
for
not going to
choice.
roll any more
Yeah.
dice in the whole rest of this divvy up.
Yes.
Yeah, he's got the pouch. So now we roll for choice. The rest of us.
For what?
Okay.
The magic items.
Yeah, the 4 magic items.
What are
Aren't
we doing
just
about the
cashing
gold
them
then?
all in and
Are we going to divvy up the gold equally or treat the gold as an item?
Yes.
yeah, no, divvy it
No,
up
we
equally.
divvy up the gold. We always divvy up the money
We do
Okay.
normally.
because the money
I-
we can divvy up.
Surely
All
it's the things that people want, like the rod, the armor, the pouch, get distributed, and then we divvy up all the rest of the money equally.
Yeah, the money I think we've said we'll divvy up. So everyone gets an equal share of the money.
Which is about 11,000 GP each. I'm adding 11,000 to my character sheet.
So that's everybody apart from Scaly, yeah?
That's everybody.
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's about 66,000.
Okay.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, so rolling for choice. I'm just going to get this over with. 9.
9.
Excellent.
Read it and weep.
38,
38.
Johnny.
Is
And
that even
89
better?
for Lucas. Ooh.
Oof. Hello.
That's going to be hard to beat.
That's going to be hard to beat.
Come on, Sessions.
34.
So it's
Lucas.
Lucas. What do you want?
So left was the Rod of Resurrection, the ring.
Oh, here we go.
The plate plus 2 is in there.
Yeah.
So there's the plate, the Sword of Life Stealing, the Rod of Resurrection, or the Ring of the Ram.
Isn't Paul getting the plate and not? Oh no, sorry.
He's
Doesn't make sense that he doesn't get the plate because it makes him better.
Or
Well-
whoever gets the plate can lend it to me if they want to.
Okay.
Lucas?
All right. I'll take the plate.
Lucas takes the plate.
I'll take the plate and I'll lend it to Paul.
Oh, thank you, Lucas.
Okay, Buggy.
I'll
Buggy,
take the rod and lend it to Sessions. No.
Sessions.
Ring
Ring of the Ram, Sword of Life Stealing.
I'll take the Ring of the Ram.
And lend it to.
Potentially to Lucas. Can you use it?
No.
Okay, well, I'll figure
Well,
out
I'd
who
have
can.
to attune to
you have to
it, so
attune
it's
to
like pointless.
Okay. I'm not sure anyone wants that, but
Okay, that means I get
the Life Stealer.
Sword of Life Stealing.
Do you have to attune to that?
The Sword of Life Stealing? Yes.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Plus 2
Okay.
short sword. Life Stealing.
Right. Anybody want to take out an insurance policy with Buggy?
What is this insurance policy?
Well, if you die, I'll bring you back the resurrection.
The Rosa Resurrection.
Oh, the Rosa was
The Rosa
How much is
Resurrector.
it? How much does it cost?
The Rosa Resurrection.
Rosa
Let's say
Resurrector.
2,000 GP.
No.
Platinum
No.
quality service.
Hey, Johnny,
Guaranteed resurrection.
I think you gave me 1,000 for a guaranteed resurrection,
Yeah,
so
I think I gave you 1,000.
I can give you that back.
I've already taken it out.
No, the inflation. If you're charging 2,000, I'm charging 2,500.
Hang on, no,
Now
I
the
know.
other
Mine's 500 GP GP gem for a raised dead. It wasn't a resurrection, it was a raised dead.
Okay.
Okay, 1,000 GP for a resurrection.
Yep. 500.
Anybody?
I suspect this isn't going anywhere. What do you want to do next? You're at the base of this spire.
Is there any obvious way up there?
No.
No. Is it it looks like a teleportation kind of thing. Scaly's going to put the...
Well, you could climb.
He's going to put the plate mail on.
It doesn't look impossible to climb.
He's putting his...
Okay, well now you can't.
No, I know, but he's putting his plate mail on. He's becoming even more of a tank.
Yep.
What's your armor class now?
I don't know yet. I've got to figure out how to do it on...
Well, what was it?
It was 19.
19, so it's now 21. That's better. And you should get a shield. What weapon do you use?
No, I don't get a shield because I'm using a massive chopper, double-handed.
Okay.
He grabs his chopper with both hands.
It needs, because it's got quite a girth. So it's quite a swing.
What does it do?
What does massive chopper do?
Yeah.
It's
D12?
It's D12 plus 11.
What's your strength?
19 plus 4.
Should we do a
Because
long
I have
rest?
a more massive chopper that
I think
does
so.
2d12.
Yeah, you've got the giant sword. You've got Yay! You've got Kagro's massive...
Are we going to take a long
We
rest?
could teleport to the top of the spire, but obviously I'm charging 500 gold pieces per person
Okay.
to take people up there per teleport.
And what do they get? Is that just a piece of hand luggage and carry on?
Yeah.
As long as you're not overweight, yeah.
It has to fit under the seat in front of
What
them.
if they want to check in a bag? What's the
It's
is there
extra. It sounds cheap at the beginning, but by the time you
Don't
got...
get me started on the whole luggage bloody thing. Oh,
Yes.
I'll press a copper
Right.
piece into your palm, Burple.
Okay, thanks very much. And now, yes, okay, and we need
There's
a
another...
fair
yes.
bit more than that. I tell you what, I'll exchange a teleport to the top there for a future resurrection should I need one.
I can take out some insurance if I need a teleport at any time.
Okay,
How much does that cost?
500 gold pieces.
Can I write that on my character sheet?
Well, I mean, why don't we just, free exchange? You give me a resurrection should I need one, and I'll give you a teleport should you need one.
seems
sounds
eerily
fair enough.
reminiscent of the Council of Elrond. 5.
Okay, you're going to write that
Brave
on your
heroes.
character sheet.
I'm going to write that on my character sheet. Yep.
Okay, I'm just about to
Buggy.
write it.
You could rent
Buggy
my
owes
sword.
me a free resurrection.
Right, free teleport from Burple should I need
It's not
it.
quite the same ring, is it?
No, it doesn't. No, it's a different ring. Right. Should we teleport up there, or should we go and look at the south one first? I think we go up the top, but we need a rest, don't we? We need a long
Let's
rest.
take a long rest.
Mike, we're going to hunker down,
Take a long rest.
take a long rest.
Have you got some kind of shelter? Are you
Yeah.
taking any precautions against being
Yeah.
discovered?
Yeah.
We hide.
You hide
Find somewhere
in the
that's...
scrabbly rock debris around the base of the spire, he suggests.
rock.
So
Yeah.
you got that magnificent mansion
Well, I'm
thing.
wondering, have you got some spell or...
No, I
don't
haven't
know.
got it memorised. Whatever it is, the super fortress.
But you could do it as a ritual, can't you?
I don't know.
Or can you swap it in?
Or you could you could each climb into a chest. With 2 spare.
No, you'd have to have learnt it in the morning.
Yeah,
Okay.
So,
the ritual spells you have to have on your list.
I don't know. You find a spot nestled up against the walls of this spire where there are debris and boulders and scrabbly what's it, so that you're just not flat out in the open, which is where you teleported to.
Yeah.
And you conceal yourselves as best as you can, and you wait out 8 hours. It's still the morning of what's it, the thingy of what's it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's my
It's very
considered
precise.
view.
I don't know how you remember all this stuff, Mike.
Yeah.
I write it down.
I do.
I think it's Asmodee the 27th of Fart.
27.
And I reckon that, I reckon this gets you through.
So it must be more than 4
to-
weeks. We started kind of mid-February,
Whichever
didn't we?
month it was.
You started mid-February, yeah.
So that's
the
like
27th of Fart,
six, maybe 7 weeks.
you've got Misrule, which is the interstitial festival between February and Fart.
Yeah, so 7 weeks.
7 weeks. Wow.
Not 6 and a bit weeks. Anyway, we're concentrating on the wrong stuff here because it's all made up.
Pressing the button?
You can press the button and it rolls you forward, I think, let's say mid-afternoon. Tea time.
Tea time. The long dark tea time of the soul.
Had all the bars you can usefully have.
Yeah.
Tea time's a nice way.
Nice time to get started. Right.
Confirmed. That means you can't take another long rest until after midnight.
Okay.
And then are you teleporting to the top of the spire?
We'll wait till about 10 o'clock.
Okay, so it's dark.
We could fly up.
Fly up.
How high is it?
I would say it's a couple of 1,000 feet.
It's a long, slow
It's got
flight.
120 feet around. So it's 1,200 feet a minute. So a couple of minutes.
We're not going to overthink it. If you can work out some solution whereby you use the portable hole or bags of holding or whatever to place certain people and then other people ferry other people, I'm not fussed.
I have wings of flying, which I can use, but I have to attune to them and then de-attune to them.
Well, Graham can fly and carry one. I can fly and carry one. Lucas puts on the wings, attunes to them, flies up, de-attunes to them at the top.
There you go. That'll do me. Right. Well, you gently breast the
Family show.
the edge of the mesa. You're in a disorienting zone between the near constant layers of clouds above and below. There's a causeway at the far end that leads away and up into the cloud base. You think that might be a walkable way out of the Wormcrawl Fissure.
Mm-hmm.
At the eastern edge of the mesa, very close to where you have floated, there is a strange, squat fortress made of red marble. Its low walls are smooth and polished. There are a few sharp corners on this keep, let's call it a keep, giving it a kind of organic look. It looks ancient. It's weathered in. Yeah? If Kevin MacLeod was here, he would talk about how it honours the local landscape and how its cladding has beautifully weathered over time to make it sit within its space. Let's put you on a new map.
Okay. Those things.
Well, they are things. That is as much detail as I am prepared to give you.
Okay.
You're looking at this, readers. We're looking down on our map on a strange structure, most of which is hidden from view. It's all curves and sort of organic shapes, but there is a courtyard that is protected, hedged away from the outside world by twin portcullises that protect the kind of gatehouse. Should we put you on the map? I think we should.
Why not?
Why the bloody well hell not? I'm going to place you off to one corner so that you've not necessarily shown yourselves to the creatures that you have detected as you approach that are sitting within the courtyard. Reasonable?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you've got Purple, we've got Sessions, I've got Parker. We have got, I've got all my minis here that I've got the Grimbold mini, I've got the Cuthbert mini. Those are the days. Proper characters. I can't find the Bugraft miniature.
That's it, too small.
What? Why are you placing us where you're placing it?
No, other people are moving the figures around, Lucas. I'm not doing that. Yeah, that's not me. It's Dan being a pain in the arse.
I amuse myself.
Fucked hard.
Here we go. We got Uncle Buggy, a rather tiny Uncle Buggy mini. We got Scaly.
Tiny Bugraft.
Micro Bugraft.
What did we decide the new name of the barbarian was?
Classic. Oh.
Bin Juice.
Bin juice. But micro bin juice is brilliant.
Micro bin juice.
Okay. As you approach, you can see these twin portcullises. It's a sort of gatehouse. Then this organically shaped perimeter wall that's got a curved top that looks precarious, slick, and difficult to stand on. Also, as you approach, you can see that prowling this courtyard behind the portcullis are 3 Hydra. You've met Hydra before. You fought a Hydra. Cuthbert fought a Hydra all that time ago in the Mist Marsh. They're not the Hydra that you're familiar with. They have got multiple heads, but they seem to have a sort of central beaked maw as well. They look like they've been messed about with as organisms.
They've been experimented on.
I'm trying to ignore the fact that there's fucking figures around.
Childish, really.
No, it's mostly mature adult behaviour, but there is a
How old are
sprinkling
we?
of childishness about it, yeah.
Late 50s.
Where are we supposed to be?
Well, we're just placing you in a holding position.
Yeah.
I'm not specifying exactly where you are.
Right.
That courtyard,
There's 3 Hydras.
it's a swampy area with tangled ground cover of fitfully growing plants, fungus, algae, and there are pools of stagnant water.
Sounds like the sort of place Buggy should lead.
bin juice. That ground would be difficult to move across, potentially. Although these Hydra look perfectly comfortable where they are. What would you like to do?
We like to go far enough away that we can talk.
Yeah, you can
Discuss.
remove yourselves.
I've got invisibility.
Someone's going to need some freedom of movement.
I've got freedom of movement.
Can we see a door beyond the Hydras?
Well, it looks like there's 2 portcullises in the middle bit, either side. You see those, the knobbly
There
bits?
are maybe windows or apertures.
I guess if we were invisible, we could peer through the windows.
Hydra can't see invisible, can they?
I don't think so. What about these arrow slits?
We could take off and nuke the site from orbit.
We could do. Always a good strategy.
We could fly up and basically pelt them with area spells, fireballs and shit.
A Hydra can fly, can't they?
Think?
Do they not have wings, or is that a
No, they just have multiple heads.
manticore?
Is it worth
Oh, yeah.
peering in these
Well, we
arrow
should be able to
slits
see. Do
around
they
the
have
back?
wings?
No.
How
Oh, yeah.
high off the ground are the arrow slits at the back of the fort?
Investigate them.
Effectively at ground level. Okay, so who is going up to an arrow slit?
All right, first of all, I'm going to do some buffing. I'm going to do...
Long strider, I'm going to do.
I should take Long Strider, really. I've got haste, it's not as good. How long does Long Strider last?
An hour.
Much better.
What speed does that make you, long strider?
Puts me on
Okay,
75.
well, I'll do a little buffing spell.
75.
So I'm going to do freedom of movement
Okay, faster than me.
and see invisibility.
Right.
2 buffs.
Although that can't be right.
And then...
And I'm going to do
Dan wants to do it. He wants to do it.
aid on everyone but Bugraft because he's got millions of hit points.
Gotcha.
Everyone gets 10 temporary hit points.
Ooh.
Oh, marvellous.
Or
Thank you.
maximum goes up by 10.
Awesome. And then, don't know, what do we want to do? Do we want to sneak or do we want to fight?
Oh, I'm not very good at sneaking.
Well, sneaking, if we could sneak a little bit, it might be at least worth finding out the lay of the land.
Who's good at sneaking?
Buggy.
Buggy, you good at
Not
sneaking?
really. Got
I have
disadvantage.
+5 stealth. Can anyone beat +5?
Stealth,
No.
+3 stealth.
Right.
I could send Cheeseman in.
Do I want to keep flying or do I want to go invisible?
I don't think flying helps us, does it? Oh, they haven't got wings.
I mean, basically setting off loads of fireballs and stuff in the courtyard is not exactly the most stealthy way in, is it? It might be quite effective against these things, but it's going to alert the Lich to our
Yeah.
presence. But then,
I could try and do a stone shape on the arrow slit, go in that way.
If we can see through the arrow slit, we could do something as simple as, dimension door or something in, or stone shape.
these portcullises
it's
made
worth-
of metal, Mike.
They are made of iron and they look like they're rusted in place.
Right.
Who's doing that little bit of checking? Can somebody move their miniature so that they can
I'm doing that little bit of checking.
inspect? Okay. Just roll a couple of dice behind the screen. Oh, hello. Right. As you float about, obliquely surveying these portcullises, you get the sense of movement in the courtyard, like these creatures are, you don't know how, but somehow they are reacting to your proximity.
Okay.
You might just be able to see one of them, the southernmost one, and what we're going to call Pinky, because of the colour of its base. Its 8 heads are sniffing the air, but not in a focused way. Like it's detected there's something there, but it's not sure where or what.
Right.
That'll be the bin
Okay,
juice.
well,
Yes,
I
that'll
will-
be bin juice. Yeah, exactly. Kind of goes, oh my God,
That'll
what's
be
that
the bin
smell?
juice. Oh my god.
Anybody else doing
Somebody-
anything?
Are we?
Is
are
there
we-
any lights from any of these windows?
No. Is anybody circumnavigating the building to have a look?
I will. I'll circumnavigate the building on the sweepstake and peer through this window at the back.
That window.
Just have a quick look in and out.
Yeah, you are peering into an empty chamber. There are 2 doors that you can see, Sessions. One leading to the south and one leading to the east.
There's nothing on the roof, by the way.
The roof seems domed and curved. We're talking sort of Tatooine-like
Right.
shapes. Everything is organic and moulded. The perimeter walls are curved at the top, look almost deliberately made to be difficult to walk upon or be steady upon. Purple's done
Well, what
something.
about the
Sessions has done
equivalent
something.
window?
Scaly, Bugraft, and Parker.
Scaly's not going to move because he will make a noise. He's got such bad stealth.
He's hunkered up against the wall of this structure but not
Yeah,
moving.
he's going to stay
Parker and
pretty
Buggy?
still.
Sorry, Graham, you've got another follow-up question.
I was just going to move around and look through the other window in the south in the equivalent position. If there was...
Yeah, it's the same story, exactly. You've got a door to the north and a door to the east. Does that make sense? So it looks symmetrical.
Right, I thought it might.
As you look into that second chamber, you hear a kind of from over the other side of the structure, and inside the portcullis, Burple, appears a personage that looks like that.
Undead lich type looking spooky personage.
It looks at you, Burple.
Yes.
It says, "Aha, good evening. What is the purpose of your visitation?"
I am...
You are unsure?
I am here to request your assistance.
Severe vagueness. It seems to me this is very reminiscent of Dr. Yogvi's at a Blump's work at the Frosting Review of Social Dynamics. This paper, The Fading of Heroes, investigating the psychological and narrative causes of memory erosion in fantasy adventurers. This seems to be a case of that. You're not clear on your motives or your actions. You must be more scientific. You must be more rigorous.
This is the Lich.
Yes, it is not satisfactory. It reminds me very much of another paper. The Even Star Journal of Socio-Cultural Studies. Do you know this? You are familiar, Dr. Epepis Nefefis? His paper? Yes.
Yeah.
Forgotten feats, cognitive limitations in swords and sorcery adventures, and the paradox of heroic memory. It is very disappointing how you fit into these stereotypes. I feel I must destroy you.
Ooh.
And it lifts its hand towards you, Burple. And you feel a twitch within your ribcage as it focuses its opalescent, gem-like blue eyes upon you.
Yeah.
You may be making a saving throw.
Yes.
But you're not going to make it now. We're going to find out who this strange character is, whether or not Burple's going to be able to hold on to his internal organs when we pick things up
Next
week.
Doomed.
Yes.
Thank you. Doomed. Yeah, this is the Lich.
You're doomed, not we're doomed.
Yes, you're doomed.
To be precise.
The Billowing Hilltop podcast is a Billowing Hilltop production. Dungeons & Dragons is a trademark of Wizards of the Coast. Into the Wormclaw Fisher and Age of Worms are copyright Wizards of the Coast. Into the Wormclaw Fisher was written by James Jacobs. Music is from Kevin MacLeod and Incompetech.com and is used with thanks under the Creative Commons license. Additional music and sound effects come from the wonderful Sirenscape. All other original material is copyright Billowing Hilltop. Role-playing games are all about getting people together, and we use Roll20 as our tabletop, the perfect place to host your game, and Discord to host our chat. Thanks for listening!